Hey everybody, it's time for another game of History Maker Baseball. We're going to pick back up in the 1987 Atlanta Braves replay where I left off. I haven't played it in a little bit, so I want to get back to that and try to get back on a schedule with that. Not going to do a whole lot of videos on it, but I did want to do a video of this game because they're going to be playing the only opponent they have not played all year, for video purposes anyway, and that is the Los Angeles Dodgers. So the Dodgers have come into Fulton County Stadium. They'll be taking on the Atlanta Braves. This is game 56 of the season. It's a replay of a game played on June 8th, 1987. And we'll be right back with the starting lineups for both teams, the umpires, and first pitch right after this. All right, we're back at Fulton County Stadium, and let's meet the Los Angeles Dodgers lineup for today. First of all, the pitcher is right-hander Orel Hershiser. He is a star with semi-flash and control, so he will be on the mound for the Dodgers. Leading off will be second baseman Steve Sax. Batting second will be center fielder John T-Bone Shelby. Batting third will be the left fielder Pedro Guerrero. The glare on this is a little bit odd here. All right, Mike Marshall is in right field. He will hit cleanup. Franklin Stubbs is at first base. He will hit fifth. Mickey Hatcher is at third base. He will hit sixth. Catching is Alex Trevino. I think Scioscia was a little banged up during this series because Trevino caught most of the games, and he's catching now. Batting eighth, his shortstop is Mariano Duncan. And, of course, batting ninth is the pitcher, Orel Hershiser. And they'll be opposed by Atlanta right-hander David Palmer. Run through the lineup very quickly for the Braves. Albert Hall will lead off in center. Oberkfell bats second at third. Gerald Perry bats third in first base. Dale Murphy hits cleanup in right field. Ken Griffey is fifth in left field. Andres Thomas bats sixth at shortstop. Catching is Bruce Benedict, batting seventh, giving Ozzie Virgil the day off. Glenn Hubbard bats eighth and plays second base. And, of course, Palmer is batting ninth. All right, we are ready to go. Got our dice all set, and the playbook's all set. Oh, almost forgot the umpires. Umpires for today's game, same crew that was in the San Diego series. Home plate umpire and crew chief Doug Harvey. Dick Stello's at first. Eric Gregg is the umpire at second base, and Steve Ripley, believe it or not, is the umpire at third base. All right, now on the hot and cold players from the previous game for the Braves. Murphy had 2 home runs in his last game against the Padres, so he is the hot player. Hubbard went 0 for 4. He is the cold player. And then on some random rolls, since it's the first game of the series, Marshall is the hot player and Duncan is the cold player. The Dodgers are going to be neutral. The Braves are going to be semi-harmonious, and they had no carryover on till further notice. So that is all blank because they rolled a 6 under the batting coach, which was no effect. All right, now we're ready to go. Steve Sax, second baseman, is going to lead things off for the Dodgers against David Palmer. And we got a 3-6-6. 3-6-6 is empty for the pitcher. Is he a pinch hitter? No, he's not. So he's going to fly out to center field, and we're off and running with a fly ball to center, and Sax is gone, 1 away. That'll bring up John Shelby. Always a good idea to keep Sax off the bases. Shelby, 1-5-6. 1-5-6, is he a whiffer? Shelby is a semi-whiffer, but Decider Die says no. So we got outfield drama. Early on, outfield drama. Murphy is semi-gold, and Hall is iron. Griffey is neutral. All right, so 2-5. 2-5 says center fielder iron. Yes, he is. So he's unable to make the play. Ball rolls deep into center field for a double. So Shelby gets a double since Hall was unable to get it. And that result was in purple. So we'll go to the team chemistry chart for the next at bat with Pedro Guerrero. And the Braves are semi-harmonious. The Dodgers are neutral. So it's a 2-6, 2-6. Batting team harmony. No, they're neutral. So it's a ground out to second, but that will advance Shelby to third. Second out, but Shelby does go to third. So runners are runners at third actually in Shelby. 2 down, and it's up to Mike Marshall. Marshall. It's up to Mike Marshall to bring home the first run. 2-4-4. 2-4-4. Is he an ace? No, Palmer's not an ace. Is Marshall a champion? No, he's not a champion. So he will ground to short unless he's a whiffer. He's a semi-whiffer. Decider die says no. So the ground out to short stands. And the Dodgers are done here in the first. We go to the bottom of the first. It's Dodgers nothing, Braves coming to bat. And I'm going to see if I can improve the lighting for the rest of the ball game. Okay, bottom of the first. And we're going to have Albert Hall to lead things off against Oral Hershiser. We got a 4-5-6. Pitcher spot is blank. Is Hall patient? No, he's not. So he's going to fly out to center for out number 1. And that result in purple means we're going to the chemistry chart for Ken Oberkfeld's at bat. Again, the Braves are semi-harmonious, and the Dodgers are neutral. Everybody's neutral now. 4-6. Pitching team distance. No, they're not dissonant, so it's going to be a line out to third. So Oberkfeld tries to go the other way, lines it, but snagged by Hatcher for out number 2. And that brings up first baseman Gerald Perry. Gerald Perry. So 1-1-2. Does the pitcher have flash? Yes, he does. Hershiser is semi-flash. Decider die says he is flash, so it is a strikeout. It is a strikeout because Perry does not have a good eye. The strikeout will stand, and Hershiser goes to the Braves like Sherman through Atlanta with a scoreless first inning. So, one complete here in Fulton County. It's the Dodgers nothing and the Braves nothing. Alrighty, top of the second, Franklin Stubbs to lead things off against Palmer. It's a 1-3-5. That's an unusual play. 1-3-5 is the unusual result. The blue 1 means we're going to the umpire chart, so the umpires will make their first impact of the game. Bases are empty, so we'll check the umpire chart here for bases empty and see what happens. It is a 2-3. Lenient umpire at first. No, Dick Stello is semi-strict and semi-questionable, but he's not lenient. So if he was lenient, the batter would be ruled safe at first on a very close play. Other umpires rule batter out at first. So since he's not lenient, the out's going to stand, and I don't have the chart in front of me that says by the numbers who fielded that ball, but I'm just going to give it a 4-3 ground out. Just to simplify things, we'll say he grounded to Hubbard. And there's one away for Mickey Hatcher. Hatcher, a 1-1-2. Does the pitcher have flash? Yes, he does. Palmer semi-flash. Decider die says he does have flash. It is a strikeout. However, Hatcher does have a semi-good eye, so we'll roll for that and see if he has the good eye. He does not, so the strikeout will stand. So 2 down. And that'll bring up catcher Alex Trevino. Trevino, 1-2-4. 1-2-4, control pitcher. Palmer's not a control pitcher. Is Trevino eager? Why, yes, he is. So he's going to pop out to first base. And that is going to end the second inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here in the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second. And Dale Murphy will lead things off against Hershiser. 2-4-6. 2-4-6. Control. Is Hershiser a control pitcher? Yes, he is. It's a ground ball right back to Hershiser. So Murphy unable to do anything with that. One away for Ken Griffey. 2-4-5. 2-4-5. Is he a hero? Is Ken Griffey a hero? No, he's a semi-hero. Decider die says he is a hero, so therefore it is a single to left. How about that? Griffey, thanks to the decider die, is a hero, so he gets his base hit. Here's Andres Thomas, the shortstop. 2-4-6, we just had that a few minutes ago. Control pitcher, yes. Ground ball to the pitcher. And on a lead die of 2, that's a fielder's choice. So we'll throw it 1-6 to get Griffey at second for the second out. Thomas will reach on the fielder's choice. Brings up catcher Bruce Benedict. Benedict to 2-3-6. 2-3-6 double control. No, he doesn't have a double control, just single control. The pitcher is not batting, so therefore it's a walk. So Bruce Benedict draws a 2-out walk, moves Thomas up to second base, runners at first and second with 2 outs, and Glenn Hubbard, number 8 hitter, with a chance to break the scoreless tie. It's a 3-5-6, though. That's the same check, and they're both right-handed, so Hershiser will pick up the strikeout to end the inning. So after 2 complete, we are scoreless here from Fulton County Stadium. All right, Mariano Duncan to lead off the top of the 3rd. Duncan, a 3-3-5. Is pitcher wild? No. Is Duncan a sad sack? No, he's not. So he's going to single to right, and he's going to steal because he's not stoic. Matter of fact, he's semi-active. So Duncan gets a leadoff single and then promptly steals second base so that Hershiser did not even have to bunt to get him over. So, but Hershiser could bunt now, I suppose, to try to get him to 3rd. But we'll go ahead and let Hershiser swing away. It's a 1-2-4. 1-2-4 control pitcher. No, he's not a control pitcher. Is he eager? Yes, he is. So he's going to pop it up to first base for 1 away. And now we're back to the top of the order and Steve Sachs. Sachs, a 1-3-4. Is he a gold catcher? No. Is Sachs a champion? No. We got outfield drama. Outfield drama. Last time this happened, it was a double by Shelby. It's a 5-6. Left fielder iron. No, he's not iron. Griffey is neutral. So it's a fly ball to left field for out number 2. As the Braves survive the outfield drama. And that'll bring up John T-Bone Shelby with 2 outs and Duncan still at second. And we've got a 2-3-3. 2-3-3. 2-3-3. Is he an ace or a star? No. Is the batter a slugger? John Shelby is a slugger, so therefore it's a home run to left field. So John T-Bone Shelby has just hit a 2-run shot off of Palmer, and that will score Duncan. Dodgers lead it now 2-0. Thanks to the home run by John Shelby. He was a slugger and he cashed in. 2-0 Dodgers. Here's Guerrero. And it's a 1-1-6. Is he fresh? Yes, he is. It's a strikeout. But 1 batter too late on the strikeout. So the Dodgers, thanks to the 2-run home run by Shelby, lead it by the score of 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. All right, bottom of the 3rd in the pitcher spot. Palmer is up to bat against Hershiser. It's a 1-6-6. 1-6-6. Is Hershiser a workman? No, he's not. Is the pitcher a whiffer? He certainly is. So that will be an easy strikeout for Hershiser to start the bottom of the 3rd. Albert Hall back on in the batter's box, 0-for-1. Fly to center, first time up, 1-1-3. Is he an ace? No, he's not. He's a star, but he's not an ace. Is Hall a slugger? No, he's a semi-scrapper. So he will still single to center field. So Hall will single. That is a 1-out single. And that will bring up Ken Oberkfell. Ken Oberkfell, the batter. Oberkfell, a 1-1-3. We just had that roll. Is he an ace? No. Is he a slugger? No. So it's going to be another single to center. Another single to center. And on a lead die of 1, it's just a 1-base advancement, so Hall will stop at second base. But now they have 2 on, 1 out for Gerald Perry. 3-4-4. 3-4-4. Is he a prospect pitcher? No. Is Perry patient? No, he's not. He's going to pop out to second. So he pops it up to Steve Sachs for out number 2. And now it's up to Murphy. Iconic matchup here. Hershiser against Murphy. 5-5-6. 5-5-6. Is he an ace? No. Is Murphy a sad sack? No. It's a double to right field for Dale Murphy. So Murphy will tie the ball game with a 2-run double. Clutch 2-out 2-run double for Dale Murphy. Scores Oberkfell from first, Hall from second. And we have a 2-2 ball game. So the Murph comes through in the clutch. Here's Ken Griffey. Still a chance now for the Braves to actually take the lead with a base hit for Griffey. 2-4-4. 2-4-4 is an ace. No. Is the batter a champion? No, he's not. So he's going to ground out to short, and that's going to end the inning. But the Braves answer the Dodgers 2 runs with 2 of their own, and after 3 complete, we are tied at 2-2. Top of the 5th, and Mike Marshall to lead things off. Marshall grounded to short his first time up. 3-3-4. Ace or star? No. Is Marshall a sad sack? No, he's not. He's going to single to left unless he's eager. That little flag asks if he is eager. And if he is eager, then the batter grounds out. So Marshall is eager. So instead of a single, it's going to be a ground out. We'll give him a ground out to short. So grounds out to Andres Thomas, 1 away. A little extra eager there from Marshall. So couldn't quite get it done. Here's Stubbs. 1-4-4 for Stubbs. 1-4-4. Does the pitcher have flash? Palmer has semi-flash. Desire Die says he does have flash. It is a strikeout. However, we have the umpire glasses. So we come over here to the 1-4-4. Questionable or lenient umpire calls ball 4. Well, home plate umpire is Doug Harvey, and he is respected. So he's going to make that strikeout stand, not going to overturn it. And Stubbs whiffs for 2 quick outs. And here's Mickey Hatcher. 3-5-5. Struggler? No. Is Hatcher a champion? No, he's not. He's going to ground to second to end the inning. So 3 up, 3 down for the Dodgers here in the 4th as Palmer puts through a solid 4th inning. Keeps the score tied at 2. And here is Andre. My voice is going here. Here's Andres Thomas to lead off the bottom of the 4th. Sorry about that, guys. 3-5-5. Same role we just had. Is he a struggler? No. Is Thomas a champion? No. He's going to ground out to short unless he's a whiffer. He's a semi-whiffer. Desire Die says he is a whiffer, so actually Thomas will whiff. So strikeout brings up catcher Bruce Benedict, who walked his first time up. 1-5-6. 1-5-6. Is he a whiffer? No, he's not. So we have outfield drama for the Dodgers. And in the Dodger outfield, everyone is neutral. We got a 1-4. 1-4 says right fielder gold. No, he's not gold because they're neutral. So batter lines a base hit to right field for a single, and that results in red. So we're going to the experience chart on this next at bat. So Benedict with a 1-out single, and that brings up Glenn Hubbard, who's actually an icon, and Hershiser is neutral. So we're going to have an icon batter against a neutral pitcher. Tommy Lasorda not going to use a manager card at this point. 2-6. 2-6. Icon pitcher. No, he's not. Experience with batter strikes him out. Otherwise, batter drops single over second base. So it's a base hit for Hubbard. Benedict will stop at second base. Runners at first and second with 1 out for the pitcher coming up. And the pitcher, Palmer, could bunt, but there's already 1 out, so they're going to go ahead and let him swing away. 1-3-6. 1-3-6. Is the pitcher an ace? No. Is he whiffer or cold? He is a whiffer, so he will strike out. Out number 2. But now we've got Albert Hall with a chance to get a base hit and give the Braves the lead. It's a 3-6-6. He won't do it. He's going to end up flying out to center field. And that's going to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Braves in the 4th. We go to the 5th, and Alex Trevino, the catcher, will be stepping up. Alex Trevino. Oops, helps roll all 3 of the dice at the same time. 4-4-4. Blank for the pitcher. Is Trevino a scrapper? No. It's a double to right field for Trevino. He's not a home run king, so that double will stand as a double. So Trevino, leadoff double, finding those 3 4s. That gives him the leadoff double. Here is Mariano Duncan. Duncan singled and stole a base his first time up. 1-1-3. Is he an ace? No. Is he a slugger? No, he's not a slugger. But he's still going to single to center field unless he's a sad sack or a home run king, which he is neither one. So the single will stand. Duncan singles. Trevino moves to third base. So runners are at the corners. with 1 out in the pitcher spot. Oral Hershiser is up. See what he wants to do here. It's a 1-3-3. 1-3-3. Is he a slugger? Certainly not. So he's going to fly to left. And on a fly ball to left with a lead die of 1, the runners will hold. So nobody's going anywhere. It's 1 out. And now we're back to Steve Sachs. 1 out. Runners at the corners. Still a good opportunity for the Dodgers. 2-3-4. Runners on base. Yes, there are. We got plate drama. So plate drama. And Bruce Benedict is neutral in the field. We get a 1-4. Control pitcher. Palmer is not a control pitcher. If he was, he'd place a ball for a called strike. Otherwise, pitch gets away, wild pitch. So it's a wild pitch on Palmer. And that will score Trevino from third and move Duncan up to second. So Duncan's at second. Sachs still at the, at bat, with Duncan now at second base and still only 1 out. Dodgers have taken the lead 3-2. 3-4-6. Eager. Is he eager? Sachs is semi-eager. Decided says he is eager. So that's a fly out to center field for out number 2. So even without the wild pitch, that would have been a sacrifice fly anyway, I do believe. So, but maybe not, because Trevino was stoic. So probably wouldn't have been, now that I think about it. It's irrelevant now. 2 down. 2 and a runner on second for John T-Bone Shelby. 2-2-5. Is the pitcher a star? No, he's not. Is the batter slugger or a sad sack? He is a slugger. Remember, he hit the home run last time. He's a slugger. So that means he's going to pop out to right. But there's also a caveat of being a whiffer, which he is a semi-whiffer. So we're going to roll the decider die to see if it's going to be a fly to right or a strikeout. It's a strikeout. So Shelby down on strikes to end the inning. Dodgers pick up the run thanks to the wild pitch. And now we go to the bottom of the 5th. Ken Oberkfell will lead things off for the Braves as we'll see if they can't answer that run. It's a 1-2-3, both flash and fresh. He is not flash because the decider die says he's not flash. He's not fresh either since we're in the 5th inning. So it's simply going to be a ground ball to short. So 1 away for Gerald Perry. Perry, 2-5-5 for Perry. 2-5-5. Is he a star? Yes, he is. It's a strikeout. So Hershiser, the star pitcher, with a strikeout. 2 down, and Dale Murphy had that big double his last time up. 3-4-5. Iron catcher, no. Trevino is not iron. Does the batter have a good eye? No, he does not. So he's going to strike out. So Murphy with the strikeout to end the 5th inning. And that result was in blue, so the first bat of the 6th inning will be off the right now chart, rather, because it's in blue. So the right now chart, we're going to check the last escapades of Pedro Guerrero and David Palmer. Palmer struck out Shelby, his last batter he faced, so he is going to be a hot pitcher. Guerrero struck out himself his last time up, so he's going to be a cold batter. So hot pitcher against cold batter, but I don't think that Tommy Lasorda likes that. So he's looking to see about using a manager card. So we'll see what he can come up with. Tommy Lasorda, Dodger Blue, checking his options here as we look for the blue manager cards. And I'm looking, and I'm not finding, but I know they're in here. There they are, one-on-one pep talk. So he's going to give Pedro Guerrero a one-on-one pep talk, and he now becomes neutral. He is no longer a cold batter, he is a neutral batter. That is the first strategy card used by the Dodgers. So the Lasorda's going to see if that pep talk will help him any, but we've got a hot pitcher against a neutral batter. It's a 1-5. Good thing, because he would have been a cold batter, but it says since he's not a cold batter, batter pounces on pitch for a single through the shortstop. So good strategy move there by Tommy Lasorda, using the manager card to get his batter a base hit, which otherwise would have been a strikeout. So big use of the manager card there. Here's Mike Marshall. 246. 246. Control pitcher? No. Is he eager or sad sack? Eager or sad sack? He is eager. Mike Marshall is eager. So he's going to pop out to third. So pop out to third for out number 1. And that brings up Franklin Stubbs. Stubbs, a 1-2-5. 1-2-5. Struggler? No. Is Stubbs patient? No, he's actually semi-eager. So he's going to ground out to third unless he's a whiffer, but the sire die says he's not a whiffer. So the ground out to third stands, and on a lead die of 1 on a ground out to third, that's a double play. So it's a 5-4-3 double play to end the inning. That's it for the Dodgers in the 6th. It's still 3-2. And coming up now for the Braves is Ken Griffey. He will lead things off as the Braves look to potentially tie this ball game, if not take the lead here in the 6th. Ken Griffey facing Hershiser, who's still semi-fresh. Griffey, a 1-5-6. 1-5-6. Is he a whiffer? No, he's not. So we got outfield drama, and all the outfielders for the Dodgers are neutral. It's 2-5. 2-5 center fielder iron. No, he's not. So it's a simple fly ball to center. Had he been iron, it would have been a double. So Shelby makes the play. Griffey is out on the fly ball to center for out number 1. And that'll bring up Andres Thomas. 1-4-6. 1-4-6. Does the pitcher have flash? He's got semi-flash, but the sire die says no. Is he a champion? No, he's not. So it's a ground out to second. So Thomas grounds out to Sachs for out number 2. Brings up Bruce Benedict. He's reached twice in this game. 1-5-6, a whiffer. He's not a whiffer, so we have outfield drama again. More outfield drama for the Dodgers. 2-3. 2-3 center fielder iron. We just had one to check that before. He's not iron, obviously. He is not iron, so it's simply going to be a fly out to center. And 3 up, 3 down go the Braves. We've played 6 complete. Score still remains. Atlanta trailing the Dodgers 3-2. All right, pitcher's duel here at Fulton County Stadium as we go to the top of the 7th. Still a 3-2 ball game. Here's Mickey Hatcher. Palmer's probably in his last inning of work because he's scheduled to bat second next inning. So we'll see how that goes. Here's Hatcher, 4-5-5. Does the pitcher have flash? He's got semi-flash. The sire die says he does have flash, so that is a strikeout, but the good eye symbol is there. Hatcher has a semi-good eye, so we'll see if he works that good eye this time. He does not, so the strikeout stands. Hatcher is out. I believe that's the second time he's been struck out because the decider die said he didn't have a good eye. All right, here's Trevino. 2-6-6. Runner on first, let's run. There's nobody on first. He's not the leadoff batter, so he will fly out to right field. So Trevino, trying to go the opposite way, flies out to Murphy. Quickly 2 away from Mariano Duncan. Shortstop, 1-4-5. Pitcher struggler, no, he's not, so it's a ground out to first. Perry will take it to the bag himself. And the inning is over. Palmer gets a handshake from Chuck Tanner as he pitches 7 solid innings, a quality start. But he's going to be out of there because he's scheduled to bat second in this bottom of the 7th. So he will step aside, and we will have a pinch hitter for the pitcher after Hubbard hits. So it might depend on what Hubbard does as to who the pinch hitter is going to be, whether they need somebody that has some power or somebody that's more likely to get a base hit. So first things first, here's Hubbard here in the bottom of the 7th. So 1-1-6. Is he fresh? The sire die says he is fresh. So that is a strikeout. And normally the semi-freshness would go away after the 6th, but in these older sets, you extend that 1 inning, so the freshness goes through the 4th, semi-fresh goes through the 7th. So that's the way I'm deciphering it anyway. So it is a strikeout. And let's play it out just in case he wasn't fresh, how it would have worked. Utility or sad sack would have been a ground at the pitch, so he would have been a single, but the way I'm seeing it, he's still fresh because the sire die said so. Not because Stone Cold said so, but because the sire die said so. So he is out of there, and we're going to have a pinch hitter. It's going to be Ted Simmons. So Ted Simmons Ted Simmons is going to pinch hit for Palmer in the bottom of the 7th. As we write him on the score sheet. All right, so 1 out, bases empty. Here's Ted Simmons. He has no qualities, so sometimes those are interesting. 126, 126 asks, is he fresh? No, not this time. Decider Die says no. Is he a sad sack? No, he's not a sad sack because remember he has no qualities. So it's going to be a single past second base. So Ted Simmons, sometimes it's good not to have any of these qualities because you can't be penalized by them, by bad qualities. So it's a base hit for Simmons, a pinch hit single. He does his job. And that was in blue, so we're going to the right now chart. And we got a cold pitcher in Hershiser because he just gave up that hit. And we got a neutral batter in Albert Hall. All right, Lesor's already used his pep talk card, so can't use that. So it's going to stick. Neutral batter against cold pitcher. In fact, you know what? Chuck Tanner says, anything you can do, Tommy, I can do better. He's going to use his pep talk card. And that's going to make the neutral batter hot. So Albert Hall is actually going to be a hot batter as Hershiser is a cold pitcher. So we got the extremes, hot batter, cold pitcher. And we got a 5-5. Timeout, conference on the mound, it's a walk. So really didn't need that manager card, but you never know. That's why you use them. So sort of like insurance, you never, you may have a policy that goes the whole year and you never use it, but it's good to have it when you need it. All right, so the walk comes in, and it's runners at first and second now, with 1 out for Oberkfell. It's a 3-4-6. Is Oberkfell eager? No, he's not. He's going to draw another walk. So back-to-back walks, as Hershiser might be tiring a little bit here. Bases are loaded for Gerald Perry, and the Dodger bullpen is active. Perry, 0 for 3, so Hershiser had his number so far. 2 strikeouts, uncharacteristic of Perry. 1-2-4, 1-2-4 control pitcher. Yes, he is a control pitcher, and that's a grounder to short, and on a lead die of 1, that's a double play. So 6-4-3 double play, and Perry, the rally killer on this one as Hershiser digs down deep and gets that ground ball double play that he so desperately needed to get out of the bases loaded 1-out jam and keep the Braves off the scoreboard here in the 7th. So we completed 7 here at Fulton County. It's still the Dodgers 3 and the Braves 2. Be right back with a new Braves pitcher. Okay, close the book on Palmer. 7 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 runs. Didn't walk anybody, struck out 5. Did give up the big home run, 2-run shot to John Shelby. And the new pitcher is Jeff Dedman. So Jeff Dedman is in. He has no qualities on his pitching side, but he will be an ace this first at bat as he faces the pitcher, Oral Hershiser, to lead things off. But actually, Hershiser will not bat. They're going to go ahead and remove him for a pinch hitter. So let's see. The pinch hitter is going to be Ken Landreau. Ken Landreau, reserve outfielder, veteran, will be the pinch hitter for Hershiser. I think that still keeps Dedman as an ace on the bat, though, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think the bringing in a pinch hitter will negate that. So Landreau facing Dedman. 1-2-4, 1-2-4 control pitcher. No, he's not. Is he eager? He's semi-eager. Decider Die says no. So he's going to walk, and an active runner will steal. He's not active. But Landreau draws a leadoff walk. Leadoff walk. And you know how those leadoff walks can come back to get you. So Steve Sachs is up now with Landreau at first base. Sachs. 2-2-4, 2-2-4. Pitching at home. Yes, he is pitching at home, so it's a pop out to short. So Dedman takes advantage of pitching at Fulton County Stadium. For out number 1, here is John T-Bone Shelby. Shelby, a 3-4-4. I'm sorry, 3-3-4. 3-3-4. Ace or star? No. Is he a sad sack? No, he's not. So he's going to single to left unless he's eager. And again, He is semi-eager. The sire die says he is eager. So that means it's going to be a ground out with the runners advancing. So Shelby's going to ground to Hubbard at second, but moving up on the play is Landreau. So he's in scoring position with 2 outs for Pedro Guerrero. And they could think about walking Guerrero and pitching to Marshall. And that's, well, you pick your poison here. They're both very good batting cards. You got a champion against, you got a semi-champion against a hero, a semi-home run king against a slugger. However, Marshall does have a tendency to strike out, being eager in a semi-whiffer. So they're going to go ahead and take the chance. They're going to walk Pedro Guerrero intentionally and take their chances with Marshall. He's 0 for 3. Hasn't got the ball in the infield yet. So 2 outs, 2 on. Dedman, 3-4-4. See, a prospect pitcher, no he's not. Is the batter patient? No, Marshall is not patient. So he's going to pop out to second, and the strategy pays off for the Braves. So nothing doing here in the 8th for the Dodgers. We're right back with a new Dodger pitcher. Okay, we can close the book on Earl Hershiser. 7 innings pitched, 7 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked 3, struck out 8. And the new pitcher is going to be Alejandro Pena. Closer, he's coming in for a 6-out save, and he's semi-star with flash quality. He will be an ace this first at bat as he faces Dale Murphy. Pena, 1-3-4, 1-3-4. Gold catcher, no. Champion, is Murphy a champion? No, he's not. So we have outfield drama, and again, it's neutral all the way around for the outfielders. And we get a 1-6, 1-6. Right fielder stoic. The right fielder is Marshall. Is he stoic? Marshall is stoic. Look at that. Marshall is stoic. So, right fielder stoic. Can't get to a sinking liner. It's a double. So how do you like that? Murphy takes advantage of the slow-footed Mike Marshall. And this time, his slowness not only affected his base running, it affected his defense. So his range was not up to par. And Murphy leads off with a double. And the Braves are in business here in the bottom of the 8th for Ken Griffey. Griffey 1 for 3 in this game. It's a 2-4-6. 2-4-6. Does the pitcher have control? No, he does not. Is Griffey eager or a sad sack? No, he is not either. So he will walk. So Ken Griffey will walk, and now there's 2 on and nobody out for Andres Thomas. And this is an ultimate bunting situation. So they're going to go ahead and do the sacrifice bunt. Andres Thomas is up. It's a 5. So the 5 is a good bunt. If it was a 6, we'd re-roll, but 3, 4, and 5 are good sacrifice bunts. So Thomas, with a sacrifice hit, we'll call it 3-4. Say it was fielded by Stubbs to throw over to Sachs covering. And the runners advance. So runners are at second and third now. And we're going to get a pinch hitter for Bruce Benedict. He's going to be called back. And they're going to bring on Deion James. Deion James will pinch hit for Benedict. And then Virgil will take over behind the plate. So James pinch hitting for Benedict here in the bottom of the 8th in a important at bat for the Braves. All right, runners at second and third, 1 out. Infield is playing at, well, they don't want to play in because they could give up 2 runs, so they're going to play normal depth. Here's James. 1-3-5. We got a umpire check. It's an unusual play. So it's an umpire check with runners at second and third. Runners are at second and third, and we have the umpire check coming up. And we get a 4-6. 4-6, lenient umpire at home. No, Doug Harvey is respected. He's not lenient. If he was lenient, then it would be claims ball, misses corner for ball 4. Other umpires call strike 2, batter still at bat. Okay, so the fact that he wasn't lenient means that James does not get a cheap walk. He's going to have to earn it, so he's back in the batter's box with 2 strikes on him. And here's another opportunity for James, 2-2-3. Ace or star pitcher, and Alejandro Pena is a semi-star, and the sire die says he is. So it's a ground out to short. Ground out to short. The runners are going to, I believe, have to hold. I'll be right back. I need to get my little chart that talks about base running advancement. All right, guys, all that confusion, I just realized that I misread the chart to begin with. The dice roll was 2-2-3, and I read it as 2-3-3. 2-3-3 was going to talk about whether or not, well, actually, it was 2-2-3 was the dice roll, 2-2-3. So we're checking to see if the pitcher is wild and Pena is not. Is the batter slugger or utility? He is not. So it's a single to left field, and an active runner will steal. But it's a single to left by James. That will tie the ball game. Lead die of 2 says an active runner would score from second base, but Griffey is neutral, not active. So he is not going to be able to score on that. He will have to stop at third, but we do have a tie ball game as Murphy comes in to score to make it 3-3 on the pinch hit single by Deion James. So James comes through, and now runners are at the corners with 1 out for Glenn Hubbard. So sorry about all the confusion, and I thought something just didn't hit right with me when I started looking at things. I said, you know what, I probably misread the dice, which I did, and as far as misreading, I mean going to the wrong section of the book. I went to the wrong number in the book, so glad I got that all squared away. A little bit confusing, but at least it's where it should be. And Pena has given up the lead, blown the save. So here is Hubbard now with runners at the corners and still only 1 out. The infield is a double play depth, looking to turn 2. It's a 2-6-6, 2-6-6. Runner on first is thrown out. So how about that? Runner on first is thrown out. So James got the big pinch hit single, but he got caught napping as Hershiser will pick him off. So he's out 1-3 for the second out of the inning. And that kind of put the kibosh on the rally, although Hubbard, with a base hit, could still score Griffey from third. To 1-1-2. Does the pitcher have flash? Yes, he does. Pena does have flash, so it is a strikeout. And that's going to end the inning as Pena gets himself into a jam and then immediately gets himself out of the jam. But the Braves, thanks to the big pinch hit single by Deion James, have tied the score. And we go to the 9th. It is Dodgers 3 and Atlanta 3. Okay, top of the 9th, Franklin Stubbs to lead things off. Dedman still in the ball game. He is now semi-fresh. 1-3-3. 1-3-3. Is Stubbs a slugger? He's a semi-home run king, but he's not a slugger. So he's going to fly out to left. And that's going to be 1 away here in the top of the 9th. Brings up Mickey Hatcher. Hatcher, 3-4-5. Iron catcher, no. Remember, Virgil is now the catcher. He's neutral. Good eye. He does have a good eye. Hatcher has a good eye. Decided Die says he does have a good eye this time, so he will do a check swing ball, and we're going to the umpire chart because that's an orange. So this time, the Decided Die helps out Hatcher. He had struck out twice by getting a blank Decided Die, but this time it helps him out. And we're going to the umpire chart with the bases empty and see what that has to say. We've called the umpire several times today. It's a 6-6. Lenient umpire at third. No, Steve Ripley is semi-respected. He's not lenient. Rules towering drive, Nick's foul pole for home run. Other umpires rule foul ball, batter still at bat. So, that cost him a home run, cost Hatcher a home run by the fact that the umpire was not lenient. Steve Ripley, too respected for that, so it's not going to let him get away with that. It's a 1-2-3. 1-2-3, both flash and fresh. No, he's not flash or fresh, but it will be a ground ball to short, and that will be out number 2. So Hatcher thought he had a homer, but just went foul all around the pole, and now Trevino steps to the plate. 4-4-6. Is he a star? No. Is he SATSAC utility or patient? He is utility. Trevino is utility, so that's a called third strike. So Trevino's out on strikes. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here in the top of the 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for the Braves to avoid extra innings. And they'll have the pitcher spot up, so pinch hitter for Dedman. He's done his job. 2 innings of shutout relief. And we'll get a new pinch hitter. And the pinch hitter will be Greg Nettles. So Greg Nettles is going to come off the bench and hit for Dedman here in the 9th to lead things off. Maybe he can get into one and send the patrons home early with a walk-off homer, but we'll see. He is a semi-slugger. And Pena now is semi-fresh. It's 2-3-5. 2-3-5. Is he wild? No, he's not wild. Is the batter eager? No, he's not eager. So he's going to ground out to second. So Nettles grounds to second in his pinch hitting performance. So that nothing doing there. And now back to the top of the order for Albert Hall. He could always single and steal. Get himself into scoring position. 2-4-6. Control pitcher. No, he's not control. Eager or sad sack? No. So he will walk and an active runner steals. How about that? Almost called it, except I called a single, not a walk. But it's a walk and a stolen base for Albert Hall. Gets him into scoring position with one out for Ken Oberkfell. Ken Oberkfell, the batter. 1-2-2. 1-2-2. Is he a workman? No. Is the batter a champion or a whiffer? No. So he's going to line out to third. So Oberkfell trying to go the opposite way. Lines it to Hatcher at third for out number 2. And now it's up to Gerald Perry. He has been struggling as of late. He's 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, and grounded into a double play. So if anybody could use one, it's Gerald Perry. 3-5-6, and he might get it. 3-5-6 is the same. They are not the same. He's a lefty. Pena's a righty. Utility or sad sack, he's neither. It's a single down the first base line on a lead die of 3. Runner scores from, runner advances 2 bases on any hit. So Albert Hall trots home with the game winner. Gerald Perry takes advantage of the one lefty-righty split in the game with that 3-5-6 roll and gets the base hit as the Braves walk off the Dodgers 4-3. Be right back with the totals. All right, the totals. The Braves walk it off here in the 9th on that RBI single by Gerald Perry driving in Albert Hall with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Thanks to the left-right check. And the Braves come back and 1 in the 8th and 1 in the 9th to rally to beat the Dodgers in Game 1 of this series. Game 56 on the season. The totals, Atlanta 4 runs, 10 hits, no errors. The Dodgers 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Winning pitcher was Jeff Dedman. He pitched 2 innings of shutout relief. Walked 2, struck out 1. Losing pitcher was Alejandro Pena. Pitched an inning and 2/3. Gave up 3 hits and 2 runs. Walked 2, struck out 1. I erroneously said that Hershiser only gave up 1 run in his 7 innings. He actually gave up 2. There was 2 runs in that 3rd inning, so he gave up the 2 runs. But that's it from here. Fulton County Stadium fans walk away happy as a rare walk-off victory for the Braves as they defeat the Dodgers in Game 1 of this 3-game series. Game 56 is in the books as the Braves' 87th season continues. And I will catch everybody down the road.